Imagine waking up one morning and noticing your hairbrush is fuller than your head. For millions around the world, this is not a punchline but a daily reality. Hair loss, especially the kind that creeps in slowly with age or genetics, affects nearly half the population, men and women alike. It chips away at confidence, fuels anxiety, and has spawned an entire industry built on hope, hype, and sometimes, heartbreak. One of the most trusted weapons in this battle has long been minoxidil, the active ingredient in over-the-counter treatments like Rogaine. Originally developed to treat high blood pressure, it was discovered almost by accident that this drug could coax dormant hair follicles back to life. But despite its popularity, minoxidil has always come with a frustrating catch: it does not play well with skin. It resists dissolving in water, struggles to penetrate the scalp, and often delivers inconsistent results, leaving users wondering if they are wasting time, money, and precious hair-growing potential. Now, a breakthrough born from an unlikely source may finally solve this decades-old problem. Scientists have turned to a natural compound found in the sweet leaves of the Stevia plant, the same zero-calorie sweetener used in sugar-free drinks and desserts, and repurposed it not for taste, but for transformation. In a clever twist of biochemistry, this sweet molecule is being used to help minoxidil slip through the skin's defenses like a key turning in a rusted lock. The delivery system? A tiny, dissolving patch embedded with microscopic needles so fine they painlessly melt into the scalp, carrying minoxidil deep where it needs to go. This is not science fiction. It is a real, lab-tested innovation that has already shown remarkable promise in animal studies, and it could soon change how we treat hair loss forever. The challenge with minoxidil has never been whether it works, but how well it reaches its target. The outermost layer of human skin, the stratum corneum, acts like a fortress wall, designed to keep foreign substances out. While this is excellent for protection, it is terrible for drug delivery. Minoxidil, being poorly soluble in water and stubbornly hydrophobic in certain forms, bounces off this barrier like rain off a waxed car. Even when it does get through, only a fraction of the applied dose makes it to the hair follicles beneath. That is why many dermatologists recommend pairing minoxidil with microneedling, a procedure where a roller covered in tiny needles creates microscopic channels in the scalp. These micro-injuries not only help the drug penetrate deeper but also trigger the body's natural healing response, which includes releasing growth factors that stimulate hair regeneration. But microneedling at home can be messy, inconsistent, and intimidating for many. Professional sessions are costly and time-consuming. The ideal solution would be a single product that combines both the drug and the delivery method, precise, painless, and self-administered. Enter the dissolving microneedle patch infused with stevia side. At first glance, using a sweetener to fight baldness sounds absurd. But in the world of pharmaceutical science, molecules are judged not by their taste but by their structure. Stevia side is a glycoside, a type of compound with both water-loving and fat-loving parts. This dual nature allows it to act as a molecular shuttle, wrapping around minoxidil and helping it navigate the complex terrain of the skin. Think of it as a ferry that carries a passenger across a river that would otherwise be too deep or swift to cross alone. When embedded into microneedles made of biocompatible materials, stevia side does double duty. It stabilizes minoxidil in the patch and then enhances its release and absorption once the needles dissolve into the skin. In recent experiments, researchers tested this patch on mice with chemically induced hair loss, a standard model for studying regrowth. The results were striking. Mice treated with the Stevia minoxidil microneedle patch showed significantly faster and denser hair regrowth compared to those given traditional topical minoxidil. More importantly, the drug was found in much higher concentrations in the deeper layers of the skin, confirming that the delivery system worked as intended. But the innovation goes beyond just better absorption. Because the patch dissolves completely, there is no risk of needle disposal or skin irritation from leftover materials. Each patch delivers an exact dose, eliminating the guesswork of how much liquid to apply or whether it has fully soaked in. It is clean, controlled, and consistent, three qualities sorely missing from most current hair loss regimens. What makes this approach even more compelling is its elegance in merging biology, chemistry, and engineering. The microneedles are so small, typically less than a millimeter tall, that they do not reach nerve endings, making the application virtually painless. They dissolve within minutes, leaving no trace but a surge of therapeutic action beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Stevia, already approved for human consumption as a food additive, brings a safety profile that synthetic permeation enhancers often lack. Many chemical enhancers used in traditional topical drugs can irritate the skin or cause allergic reactions. Stevia, by contrast, is gentle, natural, and biodegradable. Its repurposing here is a brilliant example of green chemistry, taking a benign, abundant compound and giving it a powerful new medical role. Beyond the mechanics of delivery, this innovation taps into a deeper truth about modern medicine. The future lies not in discovering entirely new drugs, but in reimagining how we deliver the ones we already have. Minoxidil has been around for over half a century. Finasteride, another common hair loss drug, has similar limitations and side effect concerns. Rather than waiting for a miracle molecule, scientists are now focusing on smarter systems, patches, nanoparticles, hydrogels, that can make old drugs work better, safer, and more reliably. This Stevia microneedle patch is a prime example of that shift. It does not promise to cure baldness overnight, but it dramatically increases the odds that the treatment you are already using will actually reach the battlefield. Of course, mouse studies are just the beginning. Human skin is thicker, oilier, and more complex. The real test will come in clinical trials, where factors like scalp variability, hair density, and long-term safety must be evaluated. But the foundational science is solid, and the potential is enormous. If this patch proves effective in people, it could become a game changer, not just for hair loss, but for transdermal drug delivery as a whole. The same platform could be adapted for other poorly absorbed medications, from hormones to anti-inflammatories, opening doors far beyond dermatology. For the average person staring at thinning hair in the mirror, this news offers something rare in the world of hair loss solutions: genuine hope grounded in real science. No magic potions. No celebrity endorsements. Just a thoughtful, elegant solution born from nature and refined in the lab. It reminds us that sometimes, the answers we seek are hidden in plain sight, in a sweet leaf, in a decades-old drug, in the quiet persistence of scientific curiosity. And while no treatment can guarantee a full head of hair for life, this new approach ensures that when you apply your remedy, it is not just sitting on your scalp, it is working deep within it, where it truly matters. In a market flooded with gimmicks, that kind of precision is not just impressive, it is revolutionary. If you found this breakthrough as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell ***, so you never miss the latest in science that actually makes a difference. From sweeteners fighting baldness to microneedles melting into your skin, the future of medicine is stranger, smarter, and sweeter than you ever imagined. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.